There are many ways that the school newspaper is very much like a real job, but also there are a lot of ways that the night news is kind of a home for us on campus and a place where we can go to for a source of comfort in a way. As students going to the same school, working for the school newspaper, it's really important to be people with one another just as much as it is to be colleagues with one another. Knowing one another and being honest with one another about where we are in life, being able to talk to one another as equals just as much as we talk to one another as coworkers. I think it's just really important. The first time I met Jason was about, I think, 2 years ago now. In fall 2023, I was a reporting intern. I think it was my first week here at Queens College. I was a brand new student. It's just nice to be able to vent to somebody who's been at the school for quite a while about the school, and also like someone that knows that struggle of being a QC student, being a CUNY student, being a college student, all of those things. Somebody who's sympathetic to, the state of the world at the moment and the pressures that are put on us as a result, both as students and as adults. We're all feeling a lot of things, and it's nice to be able to have, somebody that is my boss, but also somebody that I can, talk to about that stuff and relate to.
I'm Jason Tougaw. I'm a professor here at Queens College in the English department. I also am the director of the MFA program in creative writing and literary translation. And I can't believe I'm adding another "and" to this, but I'm also the faculty advisor for the Night News. I've been with the Night News for 6 years. So I started in 2019, and then obviously the pandemic happened and this college went fully remote. The Night News continued to publish remotely during that time. Coming back from pandemic was incredibly exciting. And at that point, Holden Velasco took over as editor-in-chief. He'd started with the paper as a freshman, and I think he was a junior when he took over as editor-in-chief. And we went back into print, which hadn't happened for years, even before the pandemic. And while that was happening, Holden assembled a group of students who were really motivated to make this into a serious paper. William Kuzma has done an incredible job. I'll tell you something about William. He knows every CUNY bylaw. He knows every obscure fact about CUNY that you could possibly know, things that no faculty member knows, and things that are deep in the documents that are somewhere online that I wouldn't know how to find. It's just incredible. He knows this college inside and out. The students who run this paper are incredible. They're talented, but they're also dedicated to a degree that is impossible for anybody to understand if they're not in this newsroom on a weekly basis. They work so hard on it. Their integrity is incredible. Nobody walks in here being an expert on journalism, but as a collective, the students teach each other really the ins and outs of journalism and the ethics of journalism, when it can get thorny, how to navigate those kinds of situations. Above all, just what good reporting is, which means going out into the world you're covering and being a part of it and asking the right questions and getting people to open up to you, and then being able to tell that story in a way that's compelling for others. That it takes a tremendous amount of not just dedication, but also talent and skill. And, as I read through this paper, these stories they're compelling. I'm learning so much, and I hear from faculty all the time, they learn things about CUNY and about Queens College that they would never have known if they hadn't read the Night News. And not only that, the paper has gotten to the point now where the standards are so high that the prose is so solid. I don't read this and stumble upon grammatical errors, right? That doesn't happen. It's just an absolute pleasure to see how great a job that the students do. My favorite part of being a teacher is witnessing over time students gain confidence and also gain just a sense of their own agency in the world, and watching them experience opportunities opening up for them. I mean, all the things I'm describing take serious dedication on the part of the student to make happen. When you see it happen, you know it's a product of their really hard work, and it's just really gratifying to be a part of that. And then to know what they go on to do with their lives afterwards.
Jason has always been a very reliable, trustworthy mentor to me. He's really more than just the faculty advisor. Like, I think we have a good personal relationship. Like, I could trust Jason. If I have a question, whether it be journalistic about the school itself, whether it be about something as simple as, like, where do I submit this form to? In terms of working with him in a professional capacity, like, it's been wonderful.
You know, I see myself continuing with what I'm doing. I'm very lucky at this college that I have two roles that are both really rewarding. Working with the Night News is energizing, like I said before. It's also exciting. It also feels like a form of activism to me, which is important. And directing the MFA program is also really rewarding because essentially what I'm doing is creating possibility for young writers. And that also helps me develop my own writing.
It was really nice working with you, and your advice has definitely helped me change, for the better as a writer. And I do wish that I could have interacted a whole lot more with you, but you're really great, Jason, and I love how you're proud of everybody here.